Hello, everyone. Today we are in Exodus chapter 14, beginning at verse 5, and we are looking at perhaps the most famous scene from the Old Testament. The Egyptians are pursuing the Israelites. Just a few days earlier, the Pharaoh allowed the Israelites to leave Egypt. And so they've been on the road traveling to the land that God has called them to be in, when Pharaoh has, of course, changed his mind. He realized, oh my gosh, the Israelites represented our entire labor force, and we need them back because none of us wants to do this hard labor. So he's gathered up all of his army, and he's trekked out after the Israelites. And where we're going to pick up in the middle of the chapter, the Israelites are aware that the Egyptians are coming. So here's what happens at verse 11. They said to Moses, "Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt? What have you done to us? Why did you make us leave Egypt? Didn't we tell you this would happen while we were still in Egypt? We said, 'Leave us alone. Let us be slaves to the Egyptians. It's better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness.'" All right, first, let's look with grace on the Israelites. They're scared. They are in a place they've never been. Their entire lives, and many generations before them, they've all been slaves in Egypt. And so now this is the first time in any of their memories that they have been out of Pharaoh's control. And Pharaoh indeed has been in control all along. And so now the idea that Pharaoh and his armies are coming is terrifying. But the thing about fear is it also has the power to distort. And that's what we see in this text. They're all of a sudden imagining that Egypt was kind of a nice place to be. It was not. They were very excited to be leaving Egypt and having freedom. But now, faced with an uncertain future, they're cleaving to the horrible past that at least they knew. Here is where Moses is about to earn his keep and give us the lesson that is so terribly important. Picking up at verse 13. But Moses told the people, "Don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. The Egyptians you see today will never be seen again. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm." Moses knows something that in truth all of the Israelites could know if they paid attention. God made a promise, and God's promise was to deliver them. Now Moses does not know God's plan, but the one thing he does know is that God had a plan. And so as the Israelites are welling up with fear, Moses' advice to them is, wait, God is the one who is guiding us here. Trust him. Have you not seen the miracles that brought us to this point? We know that God is a part of this. We're not cooking this up in our own minds. And we can trust that God will continue to deliver because that's what God does. So what does he say? Just stay calm. Each of us in our lives find ourselves in circumstances that we realize we're not supposed to stay in. Maybe it's a bad job. Maybe it's an unhealthy relationship. Maybe it's a set of bad associations that we maintain. And when we realize that we're called to leave those things or leave those places or leave those people, it can be a scary scene. Sometimes we prefer the horrible stuff we know to the stuff we just don't. But if God calls us and we see miraculous openings that lead us out of Egypt, so to speak, then we need to keep trusting God. And there may be temptations to turn back and go to the agony and pain that we knew. But if we trust in God, he'll part the seas for us. So here's my advice to all of us. Stay calm. God knows the future for us and he is steering us there. Just trust him. And as we do, we will see the miracles of God unfolding in our lives. And it's those miracles that we celebrate and share with others. Because as we shine the light of God's love, it's that testimony of how God has delivered us that matters so much. So if you're under some pressure right now, God's got it. Just stay calm. Have a great day, everyone.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.